To my channel. If you are new here, do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm headed on my way to the airport to catch a flight to England, which is so random. I impulsively bought this flight to Europe. We are going to be there for like 2.5, 3 weeks. I know before this video, I posted a video talking about how I recently was unemployed and just sharing a little bit about my unemployment story. And so I was telling myself, you know what? We don't need to travel. We need to save money. We need to be smart. And then I was just like looking at flights one night and I found a flight and I was like, you know what? YOLO. I feel like might as well take advantage of the fact that I now have the time, and the flight was more reasonable than I was expecting it to be, so last minute. So we're gonna make the best of it. I have 2 friends who live in England, so I'm going to visit them, and we may pop out and go somewhere else, but we'll see. That's still undecided. We'll see if I impulsively decide to do a little bit of travel to other countries since I'm already gonna be in Europe. But I am super excited to take you guys along with me. It should be super fun. I'm excited for you guys to meet my friends, Megan and Ethan. And yeah, so I am leaving at 9 p.m., getting to the airport 2 hours before just because it's an international flight. But this flight is perfect because I am flying overnight and then I'll get to England tomorrow at like 11:30 in the morning. I have been to England once. I went in 2022 and that was my first time, and that time I had went in the summer. So this time we're going when it's a little bit cooler, but I was looking and the weather, it's literally like 50 degrees, rainy, cloudy, which is very similar to the weather here in Indy. So I'm like, oh, I can deal with this. So I gotta get going so that we can get to the airport and head out. I don't think I said this, but I do have a layover in Dublin. So I'm going from here to Ireland to Heathrow. So here's to our next travel vlog. Let's go ahead and get into it. Honestly, such a beautiful day. I don't know why, but I need to move my luggage so that I can walk over to the window to show you guys my view. But I don't know why I was expecting it to be super rainy, super cloudy, but the sun is out. It's like high 50, 60 degrees, perfect fall weather. So stinking cute. and I'm so happy because I was literally preparing myself for it to be so cold. But this is like perfect fall weather. But so my friend Megan stays in northern England, so I'm like a little bit further out in the countries, so it's like really hilly out here, but it's super green, super pretty. And yeah, I got 10 hours of sleep. Megan literally just came to wake me up. She's like, we can't waste the day away. But the jet lag wasn't too bad with the time change that we had in the States yesterday. We are now 5 hours behind them. Not too bad, but yesterday I had such a long travel day. It was crazy. So we need to start with my original flight from Indy to Dublin. First of all, you guys, that flight was delayed by almost, it was like an hour and 15 minutes. So I was supposed to leave at 9. We did not take off until like 10:15. Mind you, I had a 1 hour and 15 minute layover in Dublin. So the fact that our flight was delayed by that much, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to miss my connecting flight, and there's nothing that I can do about it, which wasn't that big of a deal because I'm like, I can just get rebooked on the next one. But still, who wants to miss the connection flight and have to do with that, or have to deal with that? So I was like, great, this flight is delayed. I'm probably going to miss my next flight once I get into Ireland. But by the grace of God, literally my flight, okay, so I took my flight from Indy to Dublin, landed in Dublin at 9:15, and my flight to London was at 10. Mind you, luckily I had read beforehand that I was gonna have to go through customs in Ireland, and I was like, shoot, I have 45 minutes to land, go through customs, and find my next gate. I was like, I'm going to be cutting it close, and close is it, like, that's an understatement. We landed at 9:15. I'm walking through trying to find my flight connection, and it was kind of confusing because they had this area that said flight connections, but it was closed off, and then there were like lines of people waiting to go through customs. So I get into that line, I was in the wrong line. So I stood there and wasted like 20 minutes. I wasted a good 20 minutes standing in the wrong customs line, because the customs line that I was in was the line for you to leave the airport. So I go up to the agent, he's like, what are you here for? I'm like, I have a flight connection. And he's like, you're in the wrong line. He was like, when's your flight? I was like, at 10. And by that point it was 9:30. I was like, it's at 10, I have to hurry up. And he's like, you're in the wrong line. If you go out this gate, like, you're gonna have to start from the beginning to go through security. He was like, you need to go back that way and go through the glass walls, and like, that's where you're supposed to be going. So luckily that man helped me because I was in the wrong line and wasted 25 minutes. But so he redirected me. I then asked some lady like, hey, I'm trying to find my flight connection, where do I go? Complete opposite way of where I was, but we found our way. Literally the customs that I had to go through, there was no line. So if I would have went there originally, I wouldn't have been rushing as much as I was. But we went through customs, which, because I did customs in Ireland, I got a stamp for Ireland. And this is my second time coming to England, and each time I have not gotten a stamp for coming to England. So the first time that I came, I landed in Manchester instead of Heathrow, and I just like walked through. Okay, give me 1 second. Megan's cooking me breakfast because she's such a good host. But yeah, so I landed in Manchester, and you kind of just walk through after you do customs. So I didn't get a stamp. And then yesterday I got a stamp in Ireland instead of England. So that was just a sidebar. But went through customs there and got my Ireland stamp. And then my gate was 307, and I was at gate like 400. So completely opposite side of where I was supposed to be. I'm like, are you kidding me? So by this point I'm like, I missed my flight. Like, it was saying on the board that my gate had been closed because it was like 3:50 at least, or no, not 3:50, it was 9:50. And I was like, I missed this flight. Like, usually they close the gate 10 minutes before. So I was like, wow, I missed this flight. So after like another 15 minutes, I finally find my gate, walk up, and there's no one there except for the agents. And I walked up and I was like, I know I missed this flight. Like, I'm gonna have to rebook it. And the guy's like, no, you didn't miss it. He's like, you can walk down there and get on the flight. I was like, wait, are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. I was like, I am God's favorite. Thank you. So I made the flight by the grace of God. I had accepted defeat because I was like, it's 9:52. Like, this flight is about to take off. There's no way I made it. But we made it. So from there though, the flight from Ireland to London was only 55 minutes. So basically like right up, right down, super quick. But then once I landed, because Megan is in Northern England, it was just easier for me to take the train instead of her driving like 3.5 hours to London, which I totally get. I had told her, like, I was like, no, I'm completely fine doing the train. I personally love taking the train because you get to put on your headphones and just like chill and not have to worry about anything. But do you know, after I landed, got my luggage, which was super quick. Oh, that's the one thing. The flight attendant didn't tell me when I made the flight. He was like, you may make the flight, but your luggage is probably not. He was like, you didn't land until 9:15 and it takes 40 minutes for us to get the luggage. So I was fully expecting my luggage to not be there, but my luggage came. So I'm like, yes, I am 2 for 2. Like, yes, this is perfect. So we made the flight, I got my luggage. Awesome. Now it's time to take the train for me to like come up north to Megan. The train line that I was supposed to take from Heathrow to the main, like the big train station for me to take the northern line to get to Megan, closed for the whole weekend. So I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? Which isn't that big of a deal because it's England. You can take a train to anywhere to get wherever you want to get. There's multiple options, which is something that I love about England and Europe in general, is just easy access to public transportation, because we do not have that in America unless you live in like New York or Chicago. But the line is down the whole weekend. So I end up having to take a different train, which the annoying thing was like I had to take it from the I took the airport to one train station, had to leave that train station, walk to another one with my big ass luggage just to get on another train for 2 stops to get to the actual place that I was trying to go. Which isn't that bad if you don't have a 50-pound luggage that you were carrying. Also, not to mention, the ground here is like cobblestone. So it was like a pain in the ass to be dragging that luggage. It was super heavy and super annoying. And then on the second train, I got off because I thought I was going the wrong way, but I was on the right train. So I literally got off because I was like, wait, this is showing that I'm going back towards where I already was. No, I was on the right train and I got off for no reason. So that probably took me a good, it feels like 2 hours. It must have, because by the time I did all of that and I got to the main train station where I could take the NLER, which is like the northern line that connects like London to the northern, like the northern towns, the train that I took was for 2:03, and I think I landed at like 11:30. Mind you, I did have to like 11:30 deplane, grab my luggage. I went to the restroom, I got some snacks. I was like, I knew I was gonna be on the train for a little bit. But that took me like 2 hours figuring all of that out. So yeah, then once I finally got the train to come to Megan's, that train ride was another 2 hours. So I didn't get to Megan until 4 p.m. It might have been 4:30. I think she picked me up from the train station at 4:30, and I had left my home the previous day at 6 to get to the airport by 7 to leave at 9. So we were traveling for a long time, way longer than I expected. I was expecting to like land at 11:30 and be in Megan by 1:30, and I was completely mistaken. But you know, overall, even though it was a long travel day, it was still a good travel day because we made our connecting flight and our luggage made it as well. So I was very grateful. But yeah, Megan and I just sat down to plan what we're gonna do for the week. Honestly, we have a loose plan. It's like we can kind of do whatever our hearts desire. Today's agenda, I think we're just gonna go to Tesco and go grocery shopping, and then her parents are cooking us dinner, which I love Megan's family, they're so sweet. And then yeah, tomorrow I think we're gonna do a castle, we're going to a Man City game, we're going to a concert with people that I can't even remember what they're called, but what else are we doing? It's her dad's birthday. We're just gonna have a good, wholesome week. I'm super excited to just like be away from home for a little bit, just like reset, relax. Should be a pretty chill week, nothing too crazy, but I am going to go and eat my breakfast. Just want to update you guys, and we will check back in a little bit later. Bye, friends. What are you saying?
Hola, mi llamo Megan, mi nombre se escribe M-E-G-E-N.
Wait, not the spelling.
El cumpleaños es el 31 de enero. Tengo
Megan.
20... How old am I? Siete años.
Wait, why was the introduction in Spanish?
Because I just remember always having to learn that paragraph in like year 9 Spanish.
Megan, this is... I think you should introduce yourself in English.
Sorry, hello. My name is Megan. My name is spelled.
Welcome to the channel, Megan.
Thank you so much for having me. It's an honor and a privilege.
Be honored, honestly. Yesterday when I said that I had slept for 10 hours, well, for some reason I thought that meant that I was not going to be jet lagged, and that was a lie. Yesterday me and Megan went and just ran errands and got groceries, and then after that I was zapped. I literally went to sleep for like 2-3 hours because I was so tired I could not function and keep my eyes open, and the jet lag hit me in the face. I was not prepared for that because I was like, oh, I was so well rested the night before, but yeah, jet lag took me out yesterday, girl. So I literally just slept the whole entire afternoon, and then we had dinner with Megan's parents, and then that was it. Because I took that nap though, I cannot go back to sleep until like 4 o'clock this morning. So today we are not taking any naps because we need to go to sleep at a reasonable hour so we can function during the day. But right now I just got ready because Megan and I are going on a hike. Megan's researching like where we need to park and where we're going and everything, but it's 60 degrees, so not too hot. It is a little cloudy, but you can see that, like, you know, the sun's trying to peek through a little bit, so we're hoping that the sun comes out. As we were just reading, it sounds like the hike might be a little bit more intense than we were thinking, and they were saying it was going to be muddy and like wear good shoes. So I'm just gonna change really quickly because I originally just had on a sweatsuit, but I'm just gonna put on some leggings so that like my pants aren't dragging across the floor and getting muddy. So yeah, we're gonna do the hike, and then I think we're gonna go out for lunch, and then we're really just doing things by ear. So we will see where the day takes us. Let's get into it. Well, they weren't lying when they said it's muddy.
were not clear.
That's true.
And I see why people get injured and die.
Wait! Okay. You never told me people died before.
No, like people die going on hikes and stuff.
Oh,
and
just
they
in
get into
general.
trouble. Oh look, we're going faster again.
Yeah. I will say, I feel like coming down was harder than I thought it was going to be.
Well, yeah, because I couldn't fucking find the way.
Yeah, but I thought, like, at first it seemed like it was just going to be easy, like, straight downhill, and it was not.
And I still don't know how to have got back down the way that we went up. I could not figure out for the life of me. And like I say, the bit then when I was like, oh, it's up here, we just have to get there. But then I was like, at that point, we may as well just go the loop way.
Yeah.
Plus there was other people going that way, so I felt a bit safe.
It was better to follow the other people.
Yeah.
I will say, that was not a hot girl walk, though. No. That was like a real hiker.
Yeah.
I feel like I would rank the difficulty as someone who doesn't hike, like, almost an 8.
Yeah, I didn't feel like a beginner.
No, definitely intermediate.
It did say it's not suitable for children.
Yeah.
I see why.
Even dogs. I would not want to walk my dog out there.
Yeah.
It's too muddy and too heely. But we did it. I'm proud of us.
It's fine.
Now it's time to lay on the couch.
That is my thing about walks like that, though. I just wish they were better. They were easier to navigate.
Yeah.
Because you always go wrong somewhere, and it's very quickly to just go wrong. A tiny bit trail off a little bit. And
Yeah.
It's a nightmare.
Yeah. Because I feel like if we would have walked into the fountain.
Yeah.
It's a good thing we turned around. Yeah. But it was good.
We survived.
We made it.
We saw Manchester again.
Yeah, we did. Wait, this view. Shout out to anxiety to making us close.
But so like at the same time, I so thank you. You can't get rid of me. Ain't that the truth? I hope one day we are roomies and taking over the world together. I love you so much. You're one of the best friends I could ask for. Love to Leah.
We need to start a podcast so we can take over the world. Friends, welcome to day 4 in England. Yeah, I think this is day 4. I don't know, it's crazy. I've only been here for a few days, but it feels like I've been here for so long. But as you guys saw yesterday, we did the hike, which that almost took us out. We did have a couple of falls, but we did make it. I honestly thought we were going on a little cute hot girl walk, but no, that was a real hike. But it was super fun. And today we are going to a town called York, which is like a preserved medieval town. That should be a cute little day out, gonna get lunch and just kind of hang out. So yeah, another day of adventuring the countryside of England. It's so funny because at home in Indiana, I'm like, I live in the middle of nowhere, it's so boring. But the countryside here is so like relaxing and beautiful, and I really enjoy it. So yeah, excited to explore York. Then Megan has a haircut later, which I'm just gonna chill for that. She's making breakfast right now, and then I'm gonna get ready. I literally just braid the ends of my hair because I don't want like these like the French curl to get tangled, so it just makes my life easier to just braid it, and then in the morning take it down, and then I just run my fingers through it, and boom. That's why I love braids, because you're basically almost ready or halfway ready in 2 seconds. I'm gonna get ready, and then we're going to head to York because I think it's about an hour away from her. So let's get day 4 started. Oh, also, I don't think I ever gave backstory of how I met Megan. Megan came to the US to play soccer, and I played soccer, so we were on the same soccer team, and started the same year. And then went to a really small school called Goshen College. And when I say small, like I don't even think we had 1,000 kids, so it was like very much everyone knows everyone. So yeah, Megan and I were obviously teammates, and we became friends. We all met in 2016, so next year is gonna be our 10-year anniversaries, which is crazy. I can't believe like we were all just babies starting college 10 years ago, and now we're friends forever. They're stuck with me. But yeah, I was like, I don't think I ever gave any backstory before I left, because I feel like when I say, yeah, I have friends who live in England, people are always like, are they English or are they Americans living in England? I'm like, oh no, they're English, born and raised. But college brought us together. So let's go ahead and get started with our day. Having technical difficulties with the fire alarm. Did you break it?
Okay, that's pushed to test. So
hours since I have done my last check-in. We had a really nice day in York. As you saw, everything looks really old. It has a lot of culture and a lot of history, and it's originals because they have preserved everything. That was really nice. And then there's a ton of shops. They have some shops like Pandora, Cartier, but then it's other like small independent shops. They had a lot of Christmas shops, which I cannot believe Christmas is almost here, but all the Christmas decor was out, ornaments. They had Harry Potter shops. It was just a really cute area with a lot of different shops. Apparently it is also a very popular destination for ghost stories, which I personally am not into ghost stories because I am too scary for that, but they did have ghost story tours that you could do. In fact, if you're ever in York, I'm hoping I can go to sleep a little bit earlier today, but yeah, I'm just going to hang out and chillax. That sounds amazing. A up. A up. Are you up?
No, it means hello.
How does that way off? Common greeting. A up. Send at home. Make the sin at home. What is sin? Make the sin at home. Make the sin at home.
I can give you a hint if you want one.
Yeah, please.
It was in that one as well. Stick the send on.
Make yourself at home.
Well done.
Yes!
She's learning.
I'm basically English. So it is much later in the next day. It is currently 4:05, so late afternoon, early evening. But Megan and I just got ready to head to a Manchester City game. I'm so excited because obviously we have Major League Soccer in the US, but I feel like it's not the same as European soccer, or like getting to go to a professional soccer game when you are in Europe, because obviously soccer over here is what like the NFL and the NBA is to us in the States. So I'm just super excited to be experiencing a Premier League soccer game. I think they're playing Dortmund, if I'm not wrong. And we have pretty good seats, so it should be really fun. We're gonna get to the stadium a little bit earlier than the game, just so we're not rushing. We can get food and kind of just like hang out, so that's always nice. But we are going to take the train, meet Megan's dad because he's coming to the game with us, and then we're going to head directly to the stadium. So super excited to take you guys along with me, and let's go watch some football. Let go.
She played to a fiddle in an Irish band. She fell in love with an Englishman. Kissed her on the neck and then I took her by the hands. And baby, I just wanna dance, dance. She played to a fiddle in an Irish band. She fell in love with an Englishman. just wanna dance. I met her on Grafton Street, right outside of the bar. She shared a cigarette with me while her brother played the guitar. She asked me, what does it mean? The game, the kink on your arm. Said it was one of my friend's songs. Do you wanna drink on? She took Jamie as a chaser, Jack for the fun. She got Arthur on the table with Johnny riding a shotgun. Chatted some more, one more drink at the bar, then put Van on the jukebox, got up to dance. She played the fiddle in an Irish band, but she fell in love with an Englishman. Kissed her on the neck and then I took her by the hands. And baby, I just wanna dance, dance. She played the fiddle in an Irish band, but she fell in love with an Englishman. Kissed her on the neck and then I took her by the hands. And baby, I just wanna dance. My baby little Galway girl, you're my baby little Galway girl. My Galway girl, you're my baby little Galway girl. She beat me at darts and then she beat me at pool, and then she kissed me like there was nobody else in the room.
So you have not seen me since before the Man City game. I don't know if it's the jet lag, I don't know if it's my cycle, I don't know if it's a combination of the two, but I have been exhausted the last couple of days. So we've been taking it pretty easy over here. I did just want to come on and give a recap one of the Man City game, which honestly, it was so fun. I'm really glad that we did that. First of all, our seats were amazing. We were super close, which was really nice. The stadium was beautiful. It's huge, and then they're actually renovating it to make it even bigger, but it's so nice. Like, they have a huge Man City store where you can shop and get gear outside the actual stadium. Before you go through security and get in to go to your seat, they have a ton of food trucks, they have statues. It was just a 10 out of 10 experience, and the women's stadium is actually connected to the men's stadium where we were, and the next time I go, I want to come to a women's game. I feel like that would be so much fun and such an experience, and I really enjoyed the game that we went to this past week, and unfortunately I didn't have time to do both. The fans, they had a song for every single player, which I think is really cool. Also, Megan pointed out that there are certain security guards who are solely there to make sure fans do not run on the field, and they actually have cleats. So just in case something happens and they need to run and catch a fan, they have cleats so that they don't slip and lose their grip. And I honestly think that's genius. Turf can be really slippery. So if security has to run and chase after someone, of course they need cleats. I think that's very smart. But she pointed that out to me, and that was so funny. And they were serious. Like, every single time someone scored a goal, whether it was the home team or the away team, these specific security guards in cleats would go into the field and they would make sure no one ran on. So they were not playing. Nobody was getting past them. That was really funny. And I also realized that I thought Megan was saying that Man City was playing Dortmund, and it is Dortmund. I think Dortmund might be a college in the States. I'm like 90% sure it is, but I did get the dub. It was 4-1. So yeah, that was such a good experience. I had a ton of fun. And then the day after, we kept it pretty chill during the day because we had a concert in the evening. We went to a McFly versus Busted concert, and I don't know either of these bands. They are English bands. I think the genre of music they would sing would be categorized as rock. It really reminded me of that tweet where it was like, white boys need to get back in the garage and create bands together. It very much gave like a Green Day vibe, but like a UK version. I feel like that's like the best comparison, but I never heard of the band. It was two bands that Megan really enjoys, and the layout of the concert was almost like a versus. So like one band came out first, did their set, another band came out, or the other band came out secondly, did their set, and then they kind of did a set where they were going back and forth. So like the drummer from one band did a solo, and then right after he did that, the other drummer from the other band did his solo, and then they were going back and forth, and then it ended with them all on stage performing together. I did not know any songs until the last song, which was 3000, and the only reason that I knew that song was because the Jonas Brothers did a cover of it, and I didn't realize it was a cover. I thought it was the Jonas Brothers song, but apparently it is a cover of Busted song 3000. So the song I went to the year 3000, that is not a Jonas Brothers original. That is a Busted original that the Jonas Brothers covered. I'm late to the party. I did not know that. I thought that that was a Jonas Brothers song, but that was the only song that I knew of the whole entire set, and it was the very last song. So I was very proud of myself for knowing at least one song. I will say though, in my defense, I am definitely an R&B girl, so I don't necessarily listen to rock music. Not to say that I don't have songs that I like that are rock, but it's just not what I typically use. It's not what I typically listen to. So I was very proud that I knew one song, and like honestly they sounded amazing. Even though I didn't know any of the songs, I can appreciate good music and when artists sound good, and they all sounded great. Like the vocals were hitting, so that was enjoyable. That was the day after the Man City game, and then yesterday was a chillaxing day. We were gonna go out and do stuff, and then Megan was like, do you want to go out or do you just want to chill? And I was like, I want to chill. And she was like, good, because I do too. And I was like, glad we're on the same page, because we have done stuff every single day, so definitely needed a rest day. So yeah, yesterday was super chill, which I really enjoyed. And then today is my last full day with Megan, because tomorrow I'm taking the train to go and hang and spend a week with Ethan. So I can't believe I've already been here for one full week and that my time with Megan is ending. I feel like it kind of felt like I had been here for weeks at the beginning, and now it's just like, oh shoot, it's already Saturday and it's time for me to already leave Megan. I'm really sad, but for this last full day, we are actually going to go to dinner, and then we're going to go to a bonfire slash fireworks show. I think I had talked about this when I first got here, of how November 5th is like a bonfire holiday, which Megan explained to me is a holiday where they celebrate the fact that one of the kings was not overthrown. I need to fact check all of that, and maybe Megan can give more context or something to explain like what the holiday is, but it is an English holiday, and to celebrate, everyone does bonfires and they have fireworks shows. So the actual holiday was on the 5th, November 5th, when we went to the Man City game, which was really cool because they did like a fireworks and light show before the game to celebrate the holiday. But because it was a weekday, like this weekend, there's more celebrations and bonfires and fireworks shows as well. So we're going to go to that. And then it was also Megan's dad's birthday yesterday, so I think we're gonna do cake and gifts and kind of just hang out for my last full day up here in the countryside of England. Time flies when you're having fun. It's been a really good week so far, and yeah, I'm sad that it's already coming to an end, but I'm also just grateful for the time, because I don't know, it's like Megan and I only see each other maybe once, maybe twice a year, so that is the only thing that sucks about long distance friendships. Like, it's so cool to be able to travel across the world to like visit and see your friends, but it does suck from a practicality thing of not seeing or getting to talk to them every single day. But it's been 5 years since we all have kind of been spread across the world, and we've still maintained these friendships, which is really, really cool, and I'm very, very grateful. But I feel like I've kind of been talking for a little bit now, but that's the recap of what we've been doing the last few days. I am going to go finish getting ready and kind of just chill until it is time for us to head out, and I will see you guys in a bit. Bye, friends.
hard to find out if we was one of those rowdy boys. Stood there with the neighbors, y'all Peter, in a flat
Break the law.
Oh, right. So you lift it off slowly or quickly?
The time has finally come for us to leave Megan. We woke up this morning and we went to brunch, and then her dad took me for a ride in his Porsche. That car is so fast. We went from like 0 to 60, I think he said, in 3 seconds, and then we tried something called launch speed where it literally just shoots you in a second. And I've never experienced a ride like that, but it was really fun. But now we're packing because we need to leave in 15 minutes for me to catch my train. And yeah, I'm really sad. I can't believe a week has already passed by, but I need to pack, get all my stuff ready so that I can make this train on time. And yeah, spend my next week with Ethan. But I'm gonna finish packing. We'll say bye to Megan once we get to the train station. And yeah, talk to you guys in a bit. All right, Megan, this is your moment for your parting words for the vlog.
Bye.
Megan.
Okay, I don't know what to say. Hang on, let me think. Final words. It's been real. It's been an experience. I don't understand what to say.
Okay, that's
I need
it.
some prompts.
You need prompts?
Yeah.
What was your favorite thing we did this week?
Slept.
Are you serious?
No, my favorite thing.
Or did you not have fun this week?
My favorite thing was either the Man. I'll just turn this down.
It is kind of loud.
My favorite thing was either the Man City game.
Oh, that was
just
a good
because that was
one.
fun. But I enjoyed the purchases I made in York. I enjoyed the stuff I bought
For Christmas?
Yeah, I got my hand cream that I really needed because my hands, bless me,
Yeah, they're dry.
And then
I don't
also,
even think you showed your gifts.
No, I didn't. Should I show my gifts?
Oh yeah, you can. Might as well. We got time.
Got the hand cream that I needed.
Boom.
She also gave me some samples, which I'm very pleased about.
Oh, I didn't know she gave you samples.
Yeah, and I also like the colour of the bag.
Yeah, I do like the yellow.
And it smells nice. You put a little perfume. There's another one there as well, don't we?
Oh, yeah.
And then the lady told me about a hand scrub that I'm now going to be asking for as well. And then she upsold me
For this gift.
to give me a pouch.
Which, it's cute.
And then a smaller version of that hand cream. And then an almond one. Mm-hmm. So I should be good up until Christmas.
Until you get your big sizes.
Yep. Got myself some Christmas decorations because why not? I was going to get one for my sister and one for my mum, but I liked all three and I wanted to keep them myself. So I got myself, they're all same style, a Christmas tree.
This is cute. Cute little Christmas tree.
I got a reindeer to go with the said Christmas tree. Look how cute. I got myself a little present.
These are really cute though.
So they'll just go on my tree nicely. So I'm very happy with those. And then I also got a Christmas gift for my mum, dad, and my grandma, and I was very pleased with that.
Oh yeah, you did.
So I'm pleased with all my purchases.
Okay.
Is what I'm pleased with.
Highlight of the week.
Yeah.
All right. And on a scale of 1 to 10, how sad are you that I'm leaving?
There is no scale that can compare.
Good answer. Good
Scale
answer.
is just broken at this point, just like my heart. Just like my heart.
Exactly. All right. Well, you're gonna close it out. Thanks for having me for a whole week.
Anytime.
I'll be back.
So I have new parting words. My parting words are: don't cry because it happened. No, don't cry. Don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened.
Yes.
Amen.